Hello, everyone. This is another Black Conservative. I am Ryan Bowling. Thank you for joining me. A group of Tampa Bay Buccaneer football players decided not to wear LGBTQ patches on their shoulders because of their religious faith. Now, before I get into this article, which is a very short article, and get into my commentary, let me give you a brief disclaimer, like I always do when I cover these kind of subjects. Disclaimer up front. This is not an attack against anyone who practices that lifestyle who is a consenting adult. Though as a preacher and as a Christian, I do not agree with that lifestyle. As an American citizen, I have a right not to agree with it, just like those who practice that lifestyle have a right not to agree with my stance. I'm not going to even argue about that. That's not even worth arguing about. So I just want to put that out there. This is not an attack against anyone's adult decision to live that lifestyle. Okay? What I want to deal with is the fact that these group of Tampa Bay Buccaneer football players basically objected to wearing a gay pride patch on their shoulder to welcome those who are coming in that may be practicing that lifestyle, that either coming into the game or fans of the team or whatever. So what we're going to do, we're going to get right into this article, and I'm going to give you my detailed opinion on this, what I consider to be very encouraging, because these are people who are standing up for their religious beliefs, and they should have a right to stand up for their religious beliefs in a country that says you can worship, be free to worship and express your religious beliefs wherever you are. Unfortunately, America has strayed away from that, but I'm not going to get into the details of that. I digress. Let's get right into this article. It says a number of Tampa Bay Rays players decided not to wear rainbow-colored logos on their uniforms as part of the team's annual Pride Night on Saturday that recognized the LGBTQ community. Tampa Bay Rays manager Kevin Cash addressed it after Sunday's game, saying he doesn't think it'll negatively impact the clubhouse because discussions among the players over past few weeks were constructive and emphasized the value of differing perspectives. Yeah, okay, we all have different perspectives. We all have a right to have different perspectives. That is part of what makes America great. Part of what makes America great is the fact that we all have different perspectives, and we don't have to be stoned or beat up or killed or lynched or decapitated because of our different perspectives. That's one of the reasons why other people from other countries come here. Why? Well, one of the reasons is because you're free to be what you want to be and do what you want to do without the government, the tyrannical government, trying to crash down on you and censor everything you do or persecute you for what you believe in. Okay, so yes, there's the value of different perspectives. It's when you begin to persecute other people for different perspectives is where the line should be drawn, and where I, as a Christian, draw the line. But let's read on further. First and foremost, I think the organization has done a really good job to have Pride Nights supporting our gay community to come out and have a nice night at the ballpark, Cash said. Impressed that our players have had those conversions, impressed that our players have had those conversions, and we want to support our players that choose to wear or choose not to wear to the best of our capabilities. Okay, so he's basically saying, and I understand that. He said they choose to wear and choose not to wear. That's your choice. It's your choice. It shouldn't be forced on you. Now, I'm pretty sure that the radical left gay activists are going to push back against this simply because these Christians choose not to wear the patch. I would be shocked if the gay activists, radical gay activists, don't push back against this. I would be shocked if they don't do it. Why would you push back on it? I'm putting this out there already because I'm pretty sure they're going to do it. I'd be shocked if they don't, but chances are they're going to do it. Why would you get angry with these players who are Christians or claim to be Christians that don't want to wear those patches? I said this on my job the other day. I said, I pray and hope that my security company does not say employees have to wear a patch on their uniforms recognizing the Gay Pride Month. First of all, I don't need to wear a patch to recognize it. I recognize it right off the bat because they're all walking around. We have to service them. We have to assist them. So why would I need a patch to recognize it? You don't need a patch to recognize it. What's the point of that? You know, and I was telling some of my boys, I said, man, you know what, man, I hope and pray they don't do that. And thank God at this point they have not done that, because that's where I would have to draw the line. And Lord and God will bless me with a better job. He was not going to force me to do something that I don't want to do or don't agree with doing. Just like during the earlier days in this country, when just about all the schools had opening prayer, the teachers would open up with prayer in the schools, right? In the classrooms. That was taken out by a judiciary a decision by the Supreme Court. They removed it in all the states, just about, from what I understand, because they didn't want to offend people who may be atheists. Okay, I get that. But then you remove prayer out. Well, I don't agree with it, and I'm going to tell you why. But you remove prayer out, and then when you try to impose the alternative lifestyle, gay lifestyle, on people who don't agree with it, when they say, well, I don't want to do that, I don't agree with it, you get upset and want to censor them and cancel them and all this kind of stuff. Tell me how unfair that is. You don't want me to believe in what I believe in, but you want me to embrace what you believe in. But you see the contradiction? You remove things that the Christians have been doing in this country for almost over 100 years in the schools and so forth. You remove all of that and then put other ideologies and worldviews in and try to force other people to believe in what you believe in. They're contradicting their own ideology. Because if you claim that the schools and the government was forcing Christian ideology and Christian principles on the people, and then you remove it because you believe they was forcing it on people, you're doing the very same thing that you claim the Christians was doing. So how is that fair? That shows me right then and there is an agenda. There is an agenda. So let's go on. Reliever Jason Adam was among those who opt out and said it was, quote, a faith-based decision for him. It's just what we believe, the lifestyle Jesus encouraged us to live for our good, not to withhold, Adam told the Tampa Bay Times. But we love these men and women. We care about them, and we want them to feel safe and welcome here. That's a great answer. We don't agree with the lifestyle, but we love them. Jesus loved them. He died for them. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. For God so loved the world, not just a certain segment of people, but everyone. Jesus died for everyone. Okay, so he loves everyone. He doesn't agree, obviously, with everything, but he died so that person can be set free. So this is not a purpose, but you get my point. Point is, his answer was a good answer. His answer was a good answer. And I show concern and love and respect for all people. I do that on my job. I do it everywhere I go. I may not agree with the lifestyle, just like they don't agree with mine. But as an American citizen, they have the right to disagree and have the right to disagree as well. And we can go on with our lives and all will be well. We'll wait till the judgment day for God to decide what to do. But in the meantime, as American citizens, we should have the right to believe what we believe, practice what we practice, and do what we do. As long as we're not killing anybody, everything should be all good. Let's go on. Earlier this year, Florida legislators passed a law which Governor Ron DeSantis signed that forbids classroom instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten through third grade. Critics argue that the law's true intent is to marginalize LGBT people in their communities. Wrong. I disagree with what the critics say. That is not to marginalize LGBTQ people in their communities. It's to keep that kind of lifestyle being taught to the children out. Why are you teaching that kind of lifestyle to the children? Why are you doing that? I'll tell you why, because there's an agenda. And I talked about that agenda in an article that came out in the 1980s. I'm not going to go into detail that. You guys can watch it in one of my previous videos. But clearly, as far as I'm concerned, based on my research and my observations, there is an agenda that's being pushed by these radicals. And that's why they want that in there. Now, here's something else I wanted to say something too about this. sexual orientation and gender identity in kindergarten through third grade. Here's my argument on that. Okay, why just through the third grade? So is that suggesting that any grades past the third grade you can teach this kind of material to? Oh, so are you saying in the fourth grade and on up, the students are way more mature and able to distinguish these kind of sexual things? Even if they are, do you think that should be something that's taught in the schools? I think that that's a bunch of nonsense. I think that it shouldn't be taught, in my opinion, at all in the schools. That should be something that the parents teach, not the schools. But it is what it is, right? Members of the LGBTQ community took part in pregame activities, and many LGBTQ flags were given out to fans. Saturday's attendance was 19,452, above the season average of 16,868. The turnout for Sunday's series final against the Chicago White Sox was 11,162. And that's the end of that article. But I just wanted to make that comment there. I have great respect for these individuals who stood up and said, you know what, we're not going to wear those patches. That's not a reflection of our religious beliefs, and we're not going to do that. So let's see what happens from here. Let's see if they get any pushback. Still early. Let's see if they get any pushback. I'd be surprised if they don't get any pushback for choosing not to wear those patches. But what do you guys think about this? Leave your comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, share this video, and subscribe. God bless you all, and see you again on another Black Conservative with Ryan Boland.